What's poppin', everybody? What's poppin', man? We are here live. It's a impromptu late night live. Just finished watching BKFC Clearwater 3, and the NFL Draft Day 2 is in the books. We're going to be around here for a few minutes to talk about what popped off today in round 2 and 3 of the NFL Draft for the Miami Hurricanes specifically, as this is obviously Hurricanes Unfiltered that we are here to do. If you're in the room, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Miami Hurricanes, three people drafted today, this evening in round 3. No one in round 2, but the Miami Hurricanes had three guys picked up in round 3, and they are. Let me pull them up. Forgot to do that part. The first one that went off the board for the Miami Hurricanes was none other than Carson Beck. He goes in the third round, the first pick of the third round, 65th pick overall to the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm going to tell you what, man, this is a great, great landing spot for Carson Beck. I don't think he could have gotten a better landing spot than this. This is a team that does not have a quarterback. I mean, we could keep it a buck. They don't have a quarterback in Arizona, bro. Not a bit. They got Jakobe Brissett and they got Gardner Minshew. That is the equivalent to having me playing quarterback. Both of those guys are washed up. Carson Beck's a young buck. His arm looked fantastic in in that workout. Heck, in the at the combine as well. I mean, the combine he looked fantastic to me. His arm strength looked great. And here he is drafted with the third round as a third round pick, the first pick overall of the third round. And I genuinely believe he has an opportunity to be a starter for the Arizona Cardinals, man. There have been some rumors that maybe he got drafted with the first pick of the second round to the 49ers, but that didn't happen. And then he doesn't get drafted the rest of the round because I even saw stuff on ESPN today earlier on that had him going with the first pick of the second round. I'm like, what, when did this happen? So that's a big time get for Arizona. I'm very happy for Carson Beck. I think he's going to do a fantastic job out there. I do believe he has a chance to start, and he just has to go out there and do it, man. He got to go out there and prove it, and be the guy that we know he has the ability to be, man. On another note, right after that, 3 picks later, the Philadelphia Eagles draft the one and only Markel Bell, third round, 68th pick. I don't know if you noticed the series here from the 305, and that's the area code of the different city that these guys are going to. So Carson Beck is going to the 602, while Markel Bell is going to the 215. He's going to the Liberty Bell up in Philly. 6'9", 350-pound offensive tackle. Now both of Miami's offensive tackles are off the board. They're both drafted, both guys who are protecting Carson Beck. There's still Inez Cooper on the board and James Brockermeyer on the board for the Miami Hurricanes. I've seen projections with both guys getting drafted in the fifth, sixth, and seventh rounds. Hoping to see them get that opportunity because they have earned that shot in the NFL. But Markel Bell, 6'9", 350. It's a big, big man, and he's gonna be going there to protect Jalen Hurts. Does he earn a starting job? I mean, we'll see. Third pick in the third was it 65, 66, 67, fourth pick of the third round. So it was real. I was creating my graphic for Carson Beck, and all of a sudden I see Bell go. I'm like, oh damn, So pretty fun to see that happen so quickly. And then we're sitting there and we're wondering, like, what the hell is going on with Keontae Scott, man? I almost have this feeling I had last night with Ruben Bain. I mean, I don't have it to the degree that I had it with Ruben Bain when it came to the Miami Dolphins, because I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, and I gotta be real. Yeah, that crap last night with Ruben Bain pissed me the fuck off. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit y'all. By the way, if y'all are in the room, leave a comment. Let me know you're here right now, man. I appreciate it. And hit the like button on the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to the channel. But yo, that crap with Ruben Bain last night was absolutely outrageous, in my opinion. To say that I was disgusted would be an understatement. If you haven't seen my absolute rant on Instagram that I posted on Instagram immediately after that all that happened, bro. I'm telling you right now, I went scorched earth, and I mean, I told the Miami Dolphins to suck my dick because I am sick of this shit. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm disgusted with this franchise, and it's like it's one thing after the other when it comes to this franchise. They never do the right thing, in my opinion, and I'm just tired of it, man. I'm just tired of it. Being a fan of the Dolphins is like it's worse than pulling teeth, bro. Like there's no joy in being a Dolphins fan. None. None. I mean, we're looking at this same bullshit every single year with the Miami Dolphins. And so I posted my rant, and that rant has 120,000 views. I mean, it is a pretty sizable rant. Well, 122,000. It got 4,835 likes, 894 comments, 4,800 shares, 292 reposts, 196 saves. I've seen people repost it on their stories as well. Absolutely hysterical. I mean, I guess it pays off to go crazy, right? On Instagram because I struggle with Instagram, man. My Instagram following sucks in my opinion. I do a lot of work on it and it still doesn't seem to go anywhere. So I'm happy something went off because I picked up a lot of new followers from it. And then I did for me it was a lot. And then I did another one the next day later that night. Well, last night, like at 2 o'clock in the morning. That one I wasn't so livid about. It was just more, keeping it sane, and that one did over 9,000. I got a lot of new followers from that one too. So I do hope that I'm able to continue to grow the Instagram following Hurricanes Unfiltered, and of course come on now podcast on Instagram. So please do follow us there. But I was so pissed off. I'm still pissed off. I'm not gonna front. Watching Ruben Bain's press conference today. Oh my God, I'm aggravated. I mean, I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm watching this dude gonna go play for Tampa, and he's about to go fuck shit up in Tampa, and we're gonna be sitting down here with our hands up our asses, and we got our like we had him right here. We fucking had him, and you let him go. It's absolutely disgraceful to me. I can't stomach it, man. It's just so irritating. And then Miami could pick up at any point Keontae Scott. Let's be real. Miami's got no DBs. Miami's got no linebackers. Miami's got no offensive line. Miami has no real quarterback. Now we weren't going to draft the quarterback. We're going to try this thing out with fuck is his name again? Dude that went to Tennessee. God, I forgot his damn name. I don't even care because he won't be here very long, in my opinion. And then Quinn Ewers. I think there'll be a battle for the job right there. Um, was it Malik something? I don't fucking remember. That's bad. I don't even remember, guys. I don't even know what the Dolphins quarterback is. That's how bad it is. Who's the Dolphins quarterback? I know who they picked up, but like he's not Malik Willis. Signed to a 3-year, $67.5 million deal after they gave away Tua for Skittles. Just want to dump that contract. I don't think you can just make Malik Willis your starter. He's not done shit in the NFL. You might as well make it a competition with him and Quinn Ewers. But we have all these needs, and we draft Chris Johnson with the 27th pick, first round. Chris Johnson was a projected 30th pick. See, one of my problems is that Caden Proctor was projected later in the draft, like 4, 5, 6 to 10 picks later, and Miami drafts him at 12. And you let Ruben Bain go to Tampa. I mean, come on, dude, to Tampa. Oh my goodness, brother. Like, I don't know if other Hurricane fans are as frustrated about that shit as I am, but I am so agitated still by that. And every time I watch Ruben Bain play for Tampa, I'm gonna be sick. Because I'm gonna cheer for Tampa now. I love Ruben Bain, man. But we go get Chris Johnson. Now he looks good, but again, you traded up for this guy and he was projected to go later. You could have just stayed at 30 and gotten him. Or maybe you could go get Keontae Scott because Keontae Scott's a dog and you saw him playing in your backyard. Like, did they not scout the Miami Hurricanes at all? I don't understand what these teams do. Now, I will say this, after Markel Bell, Jakobe Thomas gets picked in the third round. I'm shocked by this one. This one blew me away. Not because I don't think Jacoby Thomas is great. I love Jacoby Thomas. He's everything I want in a player. He's gonna lay his helmet into your fucking throat, and he's gonna make plays, and he's gonna come hard and strong and attack and wrap up and drill you into the dirt. And he doesn't give a damn about his body. He doesn't care what happens to his body. What's up, Lester? He doesn't care what happens to his body. He's ready to play some football on every down, and you respect that type of mentality because he is a flat out dog, man. And so you look at this situation with him and the type of dog that dude is. He's been projected to be a fifth round pick on most boards. He was looking like a fifth round pick between fourth and sixth. Most of them I saw in the fifth round area. I think he's a better player than that from the guys that I saw that got drafted. But when I heard him get his name called tonight at 98, third round pick, 98th pick in the draft to the Minnesota Vikings, 305 to the 612. Man, I was stunned but ecstatic for this guy because I know the type of player he is. We all do. But then at the same time, I feel terrible for Keontae Scott. Homeboy ran a 4.3 in the 40 at Pro Day. He had the biggest play, one of the biggest plays of the year, the pick six against Ohio State, a play that everyone around the country knows it happened. Like, and you're telling me right now you watch this dude play the type of nickelback he is, and it gets unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, I'm sorry. I gotta deal with this dummy bullshit first. Uh, so I did a video on another topic today on a player in the WNBA, and I posted it, and I was literally complimenting the girl the entire damn video, and I got her fucking idiot fan base saying, "Stop with all the hating." There ain't no fucking hating, you morons. I fucking complimented her. Why don't you watch the video, you fucking clowns? Lester, you know who I'm talking about. So But but seriously here, I mean, to see Keontae Scott not get drafted yet, it's flabbergasting to me. I can't even understand this. I'm looking at dudes get drafted ahead of him, and I mean, he's going to be like the 15th DB off the board. I mean, this is crazy. Um, Miami Dolphins though, they drafted Jacob Rodriguez to Texas Tech, great linebacker. Then they drafted a wide receiver from Texas Tech, Caleb Douglas. Then they drafted Will Kazmarek from Ohio State tight end, and they drafted Chris Bell, wide receiver out of Louisville. We remember him, Hurricane fans. He kicked our ass in that loss to Louisville. Chris Bell really fucking whooped our ass. But just looking at all these players that got drafted, whether it's round one, you go through round one, you can look at the DBs that got taken. Mansour Delane was taken ahead of him. Caleb Downs at safety. uh, Dylan Thieneman out of Oregon at safety, Chris Johnson at the cornerback to the Miami Dolphins. Then you go into round two. So there weren't a whole lot of DBs there, but then you go on round two, and you got Traden Stukes out of Arizona, Colton Hood out of Tennessee, cornerback. Avion Terrell, he's actually going to go play with his brother, man, which is pretty cool. AJ Terrell in Atlanta. D'Angelo Pons gets taken number 50 in the draft out of Indiana, corner. Brandon Cisse out of South Carolina. Then you got Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo. Come on, Toledo at safety. Davison Igben out of Ohio State, cornerback. Bud Clark out of TCU. And then you move into this third round, and it's nonstop. Takario Davis out of Washington, AJ Halsey out of LSU, Dalen Everett out of Georgia, and then finally Jacoby Thomas. And then after Jacoby Thomas, you got Julian Neal out of Arkansas and Jalen Husky out of Maryland. So it's like you're talking like 15 DBs going against this dude, Raven Johnson, Lester, Raven Johnson. Um, you got 15 DBs going ahead of this dude like that. He is not the 15th best DB in this draft. Watch film. Turn on the damn film. This shit ain't complicated. Put the film on, man. You know, it's so frustrating. And like I said, folks, this is not going to be a very long live tonight. Probably about another 15 minutes before I'm out of here. But this is just this type of shit drives me crazy. Tomorrow you got rounds 4 through 7. I don't even know what time this shit starts out in the morning. To be honest, it starts at noon. I mean, they're doing it a lot faster. I mean, for those of y'all who don't remember the draft back in the day when they would run 12 rounds and do that crap in one day, I mean, that crap would drive you crazy. You're sitting there all day long. I mean, they start like first thing in the morning, and the first round be 15 minutes long. And they got the phones right there with the tables all, Radio City Music Hall. The teams calling in the picks. Now they all put them in directly through online and what have you, which I kind of takes away the fun from it. I think it was a lot more fun watching the old school style. I love the old school style draft. I mean, now they're all just in the war room looking at their boards with their iPads. It's like, bro, you already know who you are taking. I find it hard to believe that if you are drafting in the first round, that you don't know who you're taking. Like, it's this guy number one. If he's gone, it's this guy number two. If he's guy's gone, it's this guy number three. Like, you got to probably have five dudes that you probably have listed in your list for the first round. I don't even care where you're drafting. And and then it's like, oh, we gotta think about this shit. But last night it went by real fast, and I mean because they moved it to 8 minutes between picks in the first round. Um, I don't know what it was. Was it seven? Was it 7-5 or 5-3? But they moved through quickly now, a lot more quickly than they used to. I don't really see the need for 3 days of this shit, although I know why they do it. They're doing it for TV ratings and selling advertisements and all that crap on TV. But I don't think you need 3 days of this crap. They could have done they could have done yesterday's draft yesterday, and then today just started this shit at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and been done today and gotten this crap over with. I think it's tough for kids that gotta wait till day three because that's where you got most of your picks. I mean, literally 4 of your 7 rounds are in day three. So you've got another 120 some odd, 130 more picks to go in this draft. The Miami Hurricanes still have a number of guys on the board. So the Canes have had 6 players drafted. If you are just jumping in, if you're just jumping in, obviously you know what we did yesterday. You saw it, I presume, but I will remind you if you don't remember. So let me bring it up for you. Um, right here. Boom. Let's do this. Uh-uh. I don't know if y'all saw the press conference there with Ruben Bain, but that dude is on a mission. You can see it. Like, you done pissed this dude off. Like, he's on a mission. And he says, I'm the best. And he knows he's the best. And we know he's the best. And it's just so damn frustrating when you know you're the best and you get looked over like this. It's so annoying. By the way, folks, if you are new to the channel and you've never been here before, man, do me a favor, subscribe. Also, if you've been here before, for those of you who are not aware, I did create a standalone Hurricanes Unfiltered channel. I'm looking to move all hurricane content over to that channel. So go over there. It's at Hurricanes Unfiltered. I just started it, so I'm not even doing it live from there because I don't even have approval yet for a live on that channel yet. Otherwise, I'd have done it a dual stream. But please go to Hurricanes at Hurricanes Unfiltered and subscribe to the channel over there on the new channel because I will be collaborating every video right now, but I want to move all the content over there and make that a channel that I can actually monetize as well and not just like a standalone. I want to have that thing built. You know what I mean? So do me a favor, subscribe to that channel if you haven't done so yet. It is brand new. I just started it like 2 days ago. But looking back right here, um, this is what we had so far. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-uh. And one more. So yesterday in the first round, as you know, our first pick that we had was Francis Mauigoa going to New York City to play for the Giants. Are we doing a total at the end? Oh, I'm not. I'm a total of what? The Hawkeyes? I don't watch Iowa. I don't watch Iowa football, David. Sorry, bro. So I have no idea who the hell went from Iowa. This is Hurricanes land, brother. Francis Mauigoa went number 10 yesterday to the New York Giants. And then we had Ruben Bain go number 15 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hurting my soul right now. I'm so disgusted. He should be a Miami Dolphin. And then we had Akeem Mesidor get taken at the end of the first round, 22nd pick. Sorry, Dave. This is called Hurricanes Unfiltered, bro. I'm sorry. Like, this is Hurricanes Unfiltered. I don't watch Iowa Hawkeyes football, man. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Have a good night, bro. Um, but you'll have a game to watch tomorrow. You can see it. You can see Stephanie White put Caitlin Clark in the corner while other players are already in. While three of the players on the rotation are already injured. Comedy in itself, bro. But Keem Mesidor goes number 22 to the Los Angeles Chargers, and then today Carson Beck goes at the third round, 65th pick, quarterback to the Arizona Cardinals. I think he has a legit chance to start. Then you got Markel Bell, offensive tackle, third round, 68th pick, going to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then finally, Jakobe Thomas, third round, 98th pick, going to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, again, the Canes still have players that are on the board, namely Keontae Scott. He's the biggest name on the board. What are you doing? Have you eaten all them chocolate bars already, bro? Bro, my kids got all these like chocolate bars from 7-Eleven, and they have eaten like 20 bars, and like they're gone, aren't they? They're gone. Who ate them? I didn't eat one. You're a liar. So who the hell had the rest of them? You bought like 20 of them. Fucking they lie like hell. Like they lied through their teeth. I didn't have one chocolate bar, and there were 20 of them, and they're gone in 3 days. I don't give a damn, bro. I didn't even get one. And I paid for it. Unbelievable. It's something with a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. Hell, I don't even know if my wife had any of them, but I think it was just the two of these guys. Um, but yeah, man, we got Jacoby Thomas that's still on the board. We got C.J. Daniels who's still on the board. We got Inez Cooper who's still on the board. We got Wesley Besaint who's still on the board. We got James Brockermeyer still on the board. Um, I know we got Alex Bauman on the board, but he ain't getting drafted. I mean, I'm not gonna bullet. I mean, please, fuck, shit. Canes fans, I'm laughing right here. Like, I ain't, I mean, fuck that shit. Like, give me a break. I can't think of anybody else. If you can think of anybody else, let me know because I don't remember anybody else. But yeah, we got Keontae, we got CJ Daniels, we got Inez Cooper, we got Brockermeyer, we got Besaint on the board. Those five. Who? Who? Carter Davis, the kicker. I mean, I think, yeah, he's on the board, but I don't know that he gets drafted. Was anybody else? I don't think there's anybody else. So we do have guys. I think we can have 5 dudes drafted tomorrow between rounds 4 and round 7. I'll tell you what, if the Miami Hurricanes have 10 players drafted in this draft, that'd be pretty outstanding when you consider it's basically what 257 players. That's a pretty significant amount of players being taken in a draft. You know that's a good chunk right there. That's a good chunk right there of players. That's gotta be more than that. That's gotta be more than how is that the number? So it says 4%. That can't be right. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe it's 4% of the draft is the Miami Hurricanes, but 10 players in the first in the draft is pretty amazing. Um, so it's exciting to be a Hurricane fan right now because you got so much going on down in Coral Gables. The recruiting is picking up. The spring ball just ended. I don't know if y'all see my videos on spring ball, my interview with Chris Stock, where he talked a lot about what's going on in spring ball. Chris is like me. We're pessimistic. We're jaded by the past. So he's going to give you probably the bleakest outlook for this season for the Hurricanes. I'm a little bit more optimistic this year, and I think that we're going to be great. I'm looking forward to an outstanding season. So when you couple spring ball with the recruiting that we got going on, there's supposed to be a big announcement tomorrow from Myson Johnson Cook. I believe he's making his decision at 12 noon. Let me see here. He's projected to be picking Miami. Um, wow. This is a day ago. So Gabby Urrutia from Inside the U says Myson Johnson Cook ahead of it is Miami is visiting Myson Johnson Cook. So he ain't visiting them. We're visiting him. Um, we sent representation to visit him on Thursday. It's believed that Miami and Auburn are the two front runners for him. I don't know how the hell he would go to Auburn. Like, there's no way this guy's going to Auburn. Like, if he picks Auburn over Miami, I'm gonna vomit. I'll vomit. Number 74 overall prospect, number 2 or 3, what number 3, the third ranked running back, and number 4 ranked running back in the country. Rushed for 1,300 yards last year, over 10 yards per carry, 20 touchdowns, 6'2", 235, 4.44 in the 40. He's a monster of a back. When is he supposed to? What time is the decision supposed to be made? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. on the Rivals YouTube channel, and the prediction is Miami, man. The prediction is Miami. So 2 p.m. on the Rivals YouTube channel. I will probably be in my car driving to Coral Springs because my son has actually no, that game's at 5 now. My son's game got changed to 5 o'clock. So actually I'll be at home. I'll be at home getting ready to watch the Indiana Fever game, but I won't be able to watch the whole game because the schedule of my son's basketball games changed from 11-1 to 5-7. So I won't be able to watch the broken down Indiana Fever, who got 3 players that are not going to be able to play tomorrow, which is not surprising. And but yeah, I will be getting ready for that. So yeah, I'll probably have a live. I might get a live going on then. Might want to see about getting a live going on for that because that would be pretty damn cool to do a live for his decision. Don't know if I'm able to do that or not, but I'll try. I'm gonna see if it's possible. But yeah, it's a big decision for the Canes because if they get him, I think they're done at running back. But so much is going on in Miami. So much for the Hurricanes is going on. You got all these players getting drafted, and recruits see that too. So they love what they're seeing. You know, again, the Ruben Bain thing was tough to watch yesterday. Seeing him drop a few spots when he shouldn't have dropped. That bullshit ass article that was written about him. I mean, folks, I don't know if y'all truly grasp what happened with this kid. And I'll keep it real here. By the way, if you're in the room, hit the like button, man. Let me know you're here. Hit the like, leave a comment. Let me know you're in the room. I'll acknowledge you. I want to acknowledge you that you're here, man. Ruben Bain got into a car accident 2 years ago. Right. The person who passed away was in his car. It wasn't like the person that passed away was in the other car. This person was with him. Now, I don't know the relationship with that girl that he had. Everything that I've been told and the that I've heard in the public, the police report, he was going 60 miles an hour, which is legal speed. It's an accident. He got a careless driving ticket that was then dismissed. Nobody else was significantly injured. There were 5 people in the car. He was the driver. He was, in fact, from what I've heard, the designated driver in this case was not under the influence of anything, was not even tested for field sobriety because he was not under the influence. You don't just automatically test people for stuff. There's got to be reason for it. You know what I mean? If you've been in a car accident, have you been tested for field sobriety just being in a car accident? No, because there's obvious signs of someone who's under the influence, typically speaking. He was the designated driver that night, from what everything I've learned. So you have a guy here who was not under the influence, was in a car accident, not speeding. So I don't even know if it's careless driving when you weren't even speeding. I guess it is, but because you got in an accident. But I mean, and then the person that passed away was in his car. And even if you look at the police report, it's like you're trying to figure out. It seems like the young woman was on the passenger side of the car, and the car kind of hit another car here, smacked this way, and then turned and ended up this way, facing this direction. So it's like, or went like this way, and then ended up over this way on the opposite side. I mean, they're very lucky more didn't happen because it was 4 o'clock in the morning, what have you. But again, this kid went through fucking hell. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have had that experience. You're driving the car and a person in your car dies in a car accident, and you gotta blame yourself, even if you weren't, it wasn't, you did nothing criminal in nature. Who the hell knows what happened? But it's a tragedy. And he got this douchebag reporter reporting his shit 2 weeks before the fucking draft, as if the teams didn't already know. Teams know. The problem isn't the teams. The problem are the fans. The problem are the fans and the society that we live in now that wants to criminalize everybody and take a shit on somebody who's about to do great things. And that's messed up, in my opinion. And I don't like it because he was not arrested for anything. He got in a car accident, and someone who was with him, who he was at least friends enough with, or I don't know, maybe they met these girls that night. I have no idea. But it's like, yo, this person was in his car. This guy is like emotionally, like, this is something that you live with for the rest of your life. It doesn't go away. And some twat reporter who got a website in Ohio writes this shit and pushes this shit. Like, you gotta be one lowbrow motherfucker who wants attention real bad to do something like that. Like, what did you hope to accomplish? Oh, you want an award? Oh, yeah, everyone picked it up. Everybody did. Yeah, everybody did. Do people respect you though? You see this dude crying when he got picked. And I think there was a variety of reasons, the emotions of the moment, the fact that he fell a bit in the draft more than he expected. I mean, everyone projected him with the Kansas City Chiefs. Almost every projection I saw was to the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the Kansas City Chiefs traded up to 6 and did not take him. It was like, whoa. And then the Dolphins passed on him. You're like, whoa. And now you don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be a free fall? So now you got your nerves. You're getting stressed out. You're worried. Like, because every pick I mean, look, folks, I don't know if y'all understand this, but every draft slot that you drop is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, man. So like, just as an example, the scale for the draft is crazy. So the first pick is 57.2 million. The second pick is 54.7 million. The third is 53.53 million. The fourth is 51.1. Remember, Ruben Bain was projected to be number one pick in the draft mid-season. 47.8 million, 41.9, 37.2. This is number 8 now, 32.4. So from number 1 to number 8, it's a $25 million difference. Number 9, 32.2 million. So now remember that number, 32.2. Number 10, 30.958. Number 11, 28.952. Number 12, 26.120. Number 13, 25.412. Number 14, 24.232. Number 15, 23.760. Now, people will sit here and say, that's still a lot of money. Yeah. When you were projected on number 9, he lost $10 million. He lost $10 million, man, by dropping from a projected 9 to 15. $10 million. That's insane. The difference between the first pick and the 15th pick is $34 million. That's a pretty substantial gap, if you ask me. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a massive gap. And yeah, so you're in your mind, you're sitting here saying, "Yo, I am losing money like crazy here. I'm losing my shirt." So there's so many things going on for this kid, and you see it. Like, he's emotional, and his hometown team skips on him. Like, as if they didn't have enough chances to watch that dude play and not realize it. He's a monster. So yeah, man, it's some messed up shit. Sucks. I feel terrible for him. But I can't wait to watch him play for the Bucks and crush it, man. But yeah, that's about it for tonight, man. It was a short live. I appreciate everyone jumping on board for this short time. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, subscribe to Hurricanes on at Hurricanes Unfiltered as well. I appreciate that, and we'll be bringing more content as we go on throughout the weekend. Appreciate y'all as always. It's Hurricanes Unfiltered, man. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.